Hello, and welcome back. We're watching episodes 26 and 27, but I have terrible news. This is a re-react because originally I had reacted to them, and then all of a sudden those specific files, and I continued to record afterwards, but no. These files decided to corrupt themselves, and after spending 48 hours trying to recover them, fix them, scan them, figure it out, I had to bite the bullet and just throw it in the trash, and that's tragic to me, and I don't know how to feel about it, and I hope you guys aren't too angry. Thankfully, it is pretty similar to the live action one, so I didn't have too much to say aside. So I mean, maybe we'll skim through this. Maybe we'll skim through some of it so I can actually like ask the questions that I had, because I'm hoping they'll come back to my brain. But honestly, I'm so sorry. This is so tragic. And I literally cried. And I know what you're thinking. Why would you cry over something like that? Because I'm emotional, but also like One Piece deserves like all of the attention. I don't know. I don't know. So with that, get into episode 26, 27 and see what happened. Thankfully, it has been a few days though, so a nice little refresh did not hurt anybody. Don't forget, I go live on Twitch throughout the week. All of the socials are linked down below, and join the Discord. Full episodes are up on Patreon. Okay. I'm so upset. Okay, so if this is the one I'm thinking it is, yeah. I was a little shook that Ghin did this. Honestly, I just can't get over how like much more arrogant Sanji is, I guess. Like, I know he was arrogant in the live action, but in the anime, he's more like, I'm better than you. Yeah, this is the past one. Okay, so he's working on the ship, which he doesn't really talk about how he got on the ship. I want to believe that the All Blue exists, and I know a lot of you who are up to date with the anime know the answer to that, but I do not. Should we just watch? We're just gonna watch it. Respectable, don't waste food. Zeff is definitely like a hard-headed guy. Maybe we'll find something I didn't see the first time. Who knows? So we know it's not in the Grand Line. I do still want to know why he was so angry as a kid. See, that I don't understand. Why would he break that off? And does this mean his whole crew got wiped out by this storm? This to me is interesting that they kind of changed his story so drastically. Also, that would be like £1 million. I understand it's in water, but like, those ships were massive. He probably broke his ribs. That's ruthless. This part, this is like him just rationing the food. Although, I don't recall it actually saying how long they were on that rock for. I didn't count the tallies. I should count the tallies, because I know it's a lot. It's been way more than like 20 days, it feels like. And then I remember like thinking, how would they drink? And there's a puddle, but then I was thinking to myself, like, can't you get sick from drinking that? I guess that's the least of their worries. That I all remember, like, and I mean, we do too, even if you just watch the live action. The drawing style, like the art style of him for this was absolutely like, you can feel like his body's pain. As a kid, if you were watching this, like, this is some dark stuff. It's funny, it's silly, it's like the show itself is good, but this is like some dark stuff. How did he survive with no food and stuff? Just walk? You can't. That's so crazy. He's like a skeleton. My heart aches. Every time. I guess they're a lot more alike now that I look at it than I like thought they originally were. I don't like that they... It's not that I don't like it, but... They always give the bad pirates some sort of redeeming quality, and I'm like, why? Let me hate them. I'm actually a little shocked that the ship that didn't pick them up wouldn't have given Zeff in, because I'm sure he would have had a nice bounty on his head. That Pearl guy. I wonder if he's always going to keep a hand in his pocket.
だがもうこのレストランは店じまいだ。これからは海賊船に変わるのさ。バカよせ、こいつらに手出すな。
He's doing what I said the very first time, was that like they should just close the fins or break it off. I respect it. I do. I don't have much to say on that episode because it was obviously kind of like close to what we already knew. I mean, they definitely changed details about their background story. And I'm intrigued as to the motive why. I'm just wondering. Do you think it wouldn't hold up in live action? Is that why? Like, do you think him risking... Like, do you think it added more to the story by him, like, eating his leg? Like, what do you think? Do you think that's why they did it? I don't think that added anything, to be honest. Did he eat his leg after it was ripped off? Did he eat it, too? Not the part that's in the ship, but, like a little nibble? I don't know. I don't know. But... on to episode 27. Honestly, the refresher is nice. I will say that. The refresher is nice. Okay, this I remember. I hate this guy.
銀、てめえ。おい、俺は別におめえたちに手出してねえぞ。ヒレ割っただけだ。てめえ雑用、何のつもりだ。この船を沈める。何を言い出すかと思えばてめえ。正気かクソ野郎。だって船ぶっ壊せばあいつらの目的なくなるじゃん。
It's kind of funny because Zeff doesn't judge him at all for what he's saying.
この店の何を知ってるってんだ。だから店のために死ぬのかよ。バカじゃねえのか。死ぬことは。
It's, I still can't believe Luffy understands. Like, Luffy gets it.
まあまあ君たち、喧嘩はよしたまえ。この場に及んで仲間割れは見苦しいだけだ。
This guy bothers me so much, and I don't know why. I wonder how he's catching them on fire. That gets me every time. Like, why did Pearl cry when he showed blood? Is it just because he, like, never should get hit type thing? I wonder, is there a name for those kind of weapons? It's not like a flail. It's like a what?
あんたには傷つくことなくこの船を降りてもらいたかったんだが、そうもいかねえようだ。
別に、俺はおめらみてえな弱虫には負けねえから。
俺たちはイーストブルー最強のクリーク海賊なんだぞ。
一番人数が多かっただけじゃねえの？
ああ、確信ついちまったよ。
That gets me every time. Like, Luffy is honestly fantastic.
弱えと言われて取り乱すやつは自分で弱えと認めてる証拠だ。そのコックはお前が責任持って仕留めろ。そこの世間知らず。
Arguably, though, Zeff does remind me of Askeladd. Don't ask me why.
おいこそ。俺様がイーストブルーを制した本物の武力ってやつをたっぷり味わわせてやる。
I have a feeling they didn't conquer the East Blue. They just like claim they did because they had so many people.
ごちゃごちゃうるせえやつだな。俺はお前をぶっ飛ばす。それだけだ。
I'm imagining the blisters you'd have to have on your hand after spinning that thing.
あの人の異名は鬼人。
情けのかけらもねえ鬼人なんだ。
It's interesting that they foreshadow that, huh?
悪いがサンジさん、あんたじゃ俺に勝てねえよ。行くぜ。
You know what I've noticed in this show too is like no matter how many times you rewatch it, the jokes still land. You know? Like they're just so silly, stupid, funny. Like it doesn't matter. I could rewatch this and still laugh.
Ghin さんに一撃かましやがった。まさかGhin さんまでやられやしねえよな。
銀は俺が見込んだ冷徹な鬼人だ。だからこそ総隊長の座を与えたんだ。
総隊長ってのはその程度かよ。
あ？何あいつよそ見してんだ？はは
そう力むな。いるのは殺す手段、それだけだ。それが人間の武力というものだ。覚えておけ、猿め。
サンジ
I haven't seen a single doctor in this series.
参った。こいつマジで強え。
もう甘くない。
なんだそりゃ、登場か。
Oh.
叫んだ。
The movement with like his brokenness is crazy.
サンジ
Sounds painful. Do we ever see Sanji's other side of his face, or is there always hair in front of it? They foreshadowed this. In case it's something you looked past, I do find it interesting. There's a lot of foreshadowing actually in this show. They'll say something at the beginning, maybe halfway through, but like what they say happens usually at the end of the episode. Like the opposite.
俺やこの人を殺せませ。
死の子の言ってねえで食いやがれ。俺にとっちゃ誰でも腹減らしてるやつは客なんだ。腹減ったやつの気持ちは誰よりもわかるんだよ。
He's a chain smoker. I wonder if we'll ever see him without a smoke.
もうダメかと思った。あんなに人に優しくされたのは生まれて初めてだったから。
The way he's holding his face.
分かってます。俺は別にあんたを裏切るつもりはねえ。だからあんたの言うことには従うし、これからもそのつもりだ。この人だけは殺せねえんだ。てめえ
The bone cracking sound is ugh. Ugh.
俺はそういう義だとか情だとかってもんが最も嫌いなんだと。
I didn't think he did it in this episode.
最悪の毒ガス兵器だ。何？
毒ガス
もうやられるぞ。
Oh. I don't enjoy how they pull masks out of nowhere.
どいつもこいつもくだらねえこと言ってんじゃねえ。これは戦いなんだ。プロが要は結果だ。
Like they're not flimsy masks either.
それが強さだ。
He's like the complete opposite of what Luffy stands for.
そのガスマスクを捨てろ。てめえはもう俺の一味じゃねえよ。
毒ガスなんか撃たせるか。あんな弱虫の言うことなんて聞くことねえぞ。今俺がぶっ飛ばしてやるから。
貴様どんくりご苦労するな。
てめえバカ野郎、目を覚
For
ませ。
real though.
男はお前を殺そうとしてんだぞ。
当然だ。
I don't know whether to be like annoyed or impressed. He's devoted.
最後に意地を見せたか。だがもう遅い。そのコックと共に死ね。
You know what else I realized? If Pearl's knocked out on the ground, wouldn't he die to the gas?
借りるぞ。サンジ、ゲン、使え。あら、みんな潜っちまってる。
God, you know, the cliffhangers, every time, cliffhangers never fail to amaze me, honestly. I truly do like them. I do. Again, I am so sorry that we had to re-react to this, but thankfully I forgot some parts, so it was like watching it for the first time again anyway. But basically I asked my questions throughout. If you have the answers to them and you don't think it's a spoiler, feel free to put the answers down below. It really does bother me that they pull out those gas masks out of like nowhere, and like they're like heavy duty. It's not like they'd be like foldable. But then again, I understand we're in an imaginary world, but like it still bothers me. And now that I think about it, Pearl would be knocked out unconscious. So if he gassed him, like technically he should be dead. He should be poisoned, like from what I'm understanding. Don Krieg actually bothers me the more I watch these episodes with him. There's something about him that I don't understand. I still don't know why we didn't get this in the live action, because like again, and I think I say this later on as well, like a 5-episode arc. I feel like maybe a mention of them would be good, but we didn't even get that. So I mean, I don't know though. I do remember the next couple episodes. So with that, we'll jump right into it. And thank you so much for being patient and understanding. I thank you so much for watching along and being here, and I will catch you in the next one. Don't forget, I go live on Twitch. We're currently playing Baldur's Gate if you want to come hang out. The full episode is up on Patreon. Join the Discord, and the socials are linked down below.